Hello and welcome to Not Fake News. Got an article here, an urgent article out of Liberty Writers News by Lindsay Bruce. Urgent. New report exposes 6 top Republicans on the George Soros payroll. Guess who's being paid to stop Trump? Wow. We always knew that there were rhinos in Washington, but OpenSecrets.org just revealed that some of the rhinos are actually traitors. Investment Watch, the nonprofit, nonpartisan research group based in Washington, D.C. that tracks the efforts of money and lobbying on elections and public policy, revealed that while George Soros is responsible for funding Democrats and progressive causes, he has also bankrolled Senator John McCain and a small but select group of other Republicans. Unsurprisingly, all of the names revealed to receive funding from Soros have a track record of opposition to President Trump. The GOP recipients of the Soros Fund management are, as listed: 1. Senator John McCain from Arizona. House Speaker Paul Ryan from Wisconsin. 3. Senator Marco Rubio. Governor John Kasich from Ohio. Senator Lindsey Graham. Representative Carlos Curbelo. A list of all recipients can be found here. Let's just check that out real quick. Let's do that. Oh, God. Look at them. Okay, here's the list. Boom. Not a lot either. He didn't get too much for screwing over Trump. I don't know. This seems a little low. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And back. John McCain has been especially critical of Trump, even blasting him today from his stern phone call with Australian Prime Minister. McCain and Graham also attacked Trump for implementing the immigration ban. We fear this executive order will become the self-inflicted wound in the fight against terrorism. McCain and Graham said in a joint statement, adding that Trump's executive order may do more to help terrorist recruitment than improve our security. It seems that every move Trump makes, the same characters are quick to delegitimize the president. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if Trump walked on water, they would say, he can't swim. I mean, it's just sickening. Next ad is out of PJ Media by Michael van der Gallion. Dutch populist Geert Wilders praises Trump's immigration ban. Dutch lawmaker, Republican National. Okay. Although leaders of the mainstream parties in Europe have condemned Donald Trump's immigration ban on people from 7 Islamic countries, one very prominent Dutch political leader has a completely different opinion. Party for Freedom, PVV, leader Geert Wilders has praised and defended Trump's executive order, explaining that it is the only way to protect America and other Western countries from terrorists who try to use the refugee crisis to smuggle jihadists into Europe and the United States. I am very happy, very surprised with politicians like Donald J. Trump. You know, it's a kind of refreshment, a fresh air in the room where the windows have been closed for too long. He continues, we have in Europe, in Holland, in the rest of the world, we have especially a lot of politicians who are unable to deal with the mass immigration that we have faced in the last decades. And here there is a politician who does not only keep his promises and fulfills his promises in the election campaign, but who has done more to beat the mass immigration in 2 weeks than the whole European governments in their whole existence. Although Wilders is Universally described as far-right by foreign media, his PVV party is leading by a large margin. According to the latest polls, PVV will get approximately 35 seats in the 150-seat Dutch parliament after the elections of March 15th. The second largest party in the polls is the VVD, which is currently in power, with a mere 22 seats. If that does indeed up being the result, Wilders would more likely become the Netherlands' next prime minister. Let's hear what he's got to say.
I'm very happily surprised with politicians like Donald J. Trump. It's a kind of refreshment, a fresh air in a room where the windows have been closed for too long. We have in Holland, in Europe, the rest of the Western world, we have especially a lot of politicians who are unable to deal with the mass immigration that we have faced in the last decades. And here, there is a politician who does not only keep his promises and fulfills his promises in the election campaign, but has done more to beat the mass immigration in 2 weeks' time than the whole European governments in the whole existence.
Boom. I mean, what more do we have to say about that, right? All right, and the next article, our final article here, out of PJ Media, article by Tyler O'Neill, Fake News. Why is everyone going insane over Neil Gorsuch and some fascist club? On Wednesday, Fascism Forever started trending on Twitter. Britain's Daily Mail had reported that President Donald Trump's Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch founded a club by that name in high school. Naturally, this seems to have confirmed everything the left knew about Trump's Supreme Court pick. Supreme Court Justice nominee Neil Gorsuch founded and led a student group called the Fascism Forever Club at his elite high school. DailyMail.com can reveal. Wrote the British paper Alana Goodman. The club was set up to rally against the left-wing tendencies of his professor while attending the Jesuit all-boys preparatory school near Washington, D.C. The salacious story was picked up by the New York Post, U.S. News and World Report, Vice News, and Keith Olbermann on Thursday. Each outlet reported that Gorsuch founded and led a pro-fascist club. But the Daily Mail relied on only one source for the bombshell: Gorsuch's high school yearbook. Yes, his high school yearbook. From the same source, Daily Mail could exclusively reveal that Sally Jean had a crush on the future Supreme Court nominee, and that Billy Johnson was not a fan. Sally even signed the yearbook with a heart. How inappropriate. A close examination of the blurb in question, which includes the damning detail about the Fascism Forever Club, also reveals that Gorsuch was a lazy Spanish student, believer in the world according to Ward, and the carousel ride is over. The all-revealing yearbook description also adds, I am not an alkie. I never wrote a debate case. Considering the blurb also lists Forensics 1, 2, and 3, National Campaign, it seems exceedingly unlike Gorsuch never wrote a debate case. Earth to newspaper reporters. High school yearbook editors sometimes have a sophomoric sense of humor. Whelan also added, I am reliably informed that no such club ever existed and that there was instead an inside joke among friends in the senior class that parodied political debates happening in school. Parodied, made a joke of the debates, so it's probably just a joke. A contemporary at Gorsuch at high school also tells me that the yearbook editors added stuff to the students' blurbs without their permission. Kyle Blame, an editor at CNN's K-File, had another suggestion. Let's all at least consider that the 1980s Fashionable Forever Club was a young conservative's cheeky response to liberals calling Reagan one. Huh. That makes a lot more sense. Well, that's it. Comment below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Please subscribe and hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get all the videos that we make each day. We make 20, 30 videos every day. Share this with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. And also give us a like. We really appreciate those likes. Thank you, everyone, and see you next time at Not Fake News.